welcome back to Trade Price Cars TV with me, Zach, and sometimes the stars just align for you to have a good day. The sun is shining and we've got a fully fledged supercar to drive and give you a little bit of a review on it. I've never been so excited to drive a car in my life. I've been lucky enough to be in the 458, but here we have the 488 GTB. Now, slight differences with that 488. It's a little bit longer, it's a little bit wider as well, and a tad lighter, and I mean a tad. We're talking about like 10 kilograms. But on the whole, the Ferrari 488 is a very nice looking car. There's going to be fans of the 458, but I think the 488 is not going to disappoint. When we're talking about dream car, this is going to be up there in most people's top 10. Now, carbon fibre and aluminium has been a trend with Ferrari since the 360 Modena, and they've not disappointed here. And I think on the whole, you agree, it looks like an absolute monster. Here we are with the engine bay. It's worth mentioning this is a 3.9 litre engine and the brake horsepower is 661. It goes to 60 in 3 seconds, and what Ferrari have done here is manage the transition from naturally aspirated to turbo better than a lot of other brands. The turbo lag is non-existent, the gear changes are seamless. It gets to 8,000 RPM quick, and when other cars and other car brands and supercars will be languishing in mid-range, this goes straight to the red line. The beauty about this car is it's an absolute monster when you put your foot down, and performance is instant. I can't make that point strongly enough. And the top speed is pretty quick. It goes to 205 miles per hour. So here we are on the inside, and it's not a great deal different from the 458 Italia. However, there are some subtle differences. A lot of people will say that the steering wheel is a little bit overcomplicated, but I quite like it. Because I don't get to drive Ferraris that much, and the carbon fibre on the steering wheel, as well as the fact that it feels like a racing car steering wheel, is a real plus for me. The fact that it's got absolutely everything on here, the indicator, the wipers, and the full beam, takes a bit of getting used to, but they've had to do that to make room for this enormous flappy paddles. Again, makes you feel like you're in a race car, but I am always trying to find the indicator here, but I'll get used to it, I'm sure, the more I drive Ferraris, of course. But on the whole, it's quite a nice interior. There's some nice trim, a nice leather roof. There's not much to sort of complain about, I guess. I like the 488 GTB immediately letting you know that you're not in a 458, you're in a 488.